we just close the day and 24 hours for the month and the week to close. So this, we are in one of the most important not times, but important areas of Bitcoin. We managed to close above support, and now we are trying to push higher. We still did a lower high from these tops, but we are grinding up, and as soon as we start to be below resistance for a while, we can have a big move up. So, and indicators still have space to push one more time higher at least. So basically, we close the day above all this resistance, and we are grinding up. Now this is support, and we have the 12 here again as support, and we are trying to push higher. On the 4 hours, we had the easy buy again on the 21 here, and big push up, and now we are trying to find support here on this area, and let's see. So basically we came here for this area. We didn't manage to close above, so we are still grinding up slowly on the 21. So it's holding the support at the moment, and we got this big spike up. So volume is coming also, but we are already on the take profits area. Remember this, so we can still have a push up, but on the 4 hours we have to come down to test the supports, and we have many supports here to be tested. And that's it. So on the monthly, basically it's 24 hours for the month to close. It's really bullish, as we can see. Every time the price comes above the 21 moving average, basically the white line, we can have a big bull run. So we still didn't touch it as support, but we are above the 12, and we keep on going up. Like we did here, we went up, we only touched the 21. We didn't even touch the 21 here on the monthly. As we see, we worked on the 12 and even higher in this big parabolic move. But as soon as we went above, we did this and then start to go up. And we are above, we can be here for a while, even coming here to the 21 again, or not, or just this area, and then push higher. Indicators on the weekly are still grinding up. On the stochastic, it's neutral. Okay, so the month, remember, we are above these candles and all these candles. So this is a strong support to try to push higher. Of course, we have the big resistance on the top of the other candles. So this still can be a big fake out, but sorry about the internet, just TradingView got a bit of a buffering. So, but anyway, the volume is going up. We are above the supports on the month, 24 hours for this candle to close. If we close around where we are now, 9.7 more or less, we can still push higher. If we close below this candle here, and from today starts to go below, then this was a fake out, and we come forward to test the support. But as I say, we should buy until the 21 or the 20. It's all buy areas for a big bounce up, and the stop loss below. So it's the risk is always the risk. The risk needs to be managed all the time, and it's easy to control, especially on the monthly chart, because it's quite precise where we close and gives you the areas of support. Like this candle here, it's the most important now, support here, which is aligned with the 21, and we still have the 20 a little bit below. Volume is coming, the price is holding on this area. So that's the month. I'm not putting the trend lines. I can put the trend lines, but so This is quite simple. If we close where we are, above these two previous candles, we go up in 24 hours. If we close below, we go down. This is the first support here. With this week as well, we have this week. This is a support, and if we lose this, then we have the support on the 21, which is aligned with these 2 weeks. And then if we lose it, we have all these areas here to be tested, until here, of course. And it's all about risk management, or as an investor, you just buy every time it comes down, you just buy a little bit, and then makes the average, and for a long-term investment. If you just want not to lose money, you buy on the 21, on this white line. If it comes below, you give 1 or 2% or 3% risk. You give a bit of risk, and you take, if it comes below 1 or 2 or 3 or 5%, you sell, and then you rebuy again if it holds this moving average. Or you buy on the 200, like here, it was a big, huge buy. As soon as we were above, you could have bought, put the stop loss below these 2 candles, and let's see, and then we went above here. So the 21, it's for, follows the trend. It's the uptrend or downtrend follower, this white line. And when we have the big crashes, it's the 200 exponential and the 200 moving average, and it's where you buy in any market. Like here, the 200, as we see, simple, it was a buy from 3K Bitcoin up. We came below, but as soon as we closed above, we went higher. So it signals that it's easy when you have the trading analysis and you know about charting. Okay, so this is where we are now. Really important, 24 hours to see if we close above here and we push higher during the day, and we close above, or from here we start to slowly come down, and then this will be resistance again, and when we come down for support. But remember, we are above this trend line here, super important trend line on the logarithmic chart that came from this area, and then on the top here on the 11.3 we have the trend line that comes from the 20K, and this is the next point that Bitcoin looks like it's going up there, if it's not a fake out from where we are now, but indicators are pointing up, and we still can come here easily. Stochastic on the week also pointing up, so looks like we will come here at least to or even to the 14K. I will take this one out. We are still below this trend line. Here I can put in 1 hour, it's more easy to understand. This is where we are at the moment, basically trying to hold this trend line. Maybe 4 hours it's easier. So this is from this top. And it's trying to hold above. If we manage to hold above, this one hold above, this one in 45 minutes, 6 minutes. If we close above, we can still push higher. But we are still also doing, so we are doing a triangle here. Low, higher low, and then high, lower high. So we are doing a triangle here. The price is trying to decide if we push up from here, from this support, but it's going down, but still, if we close here, we can still push higher on the triangle. I can push this line here, was there I think. Yeah, I think it's here. This one I can still push higher. board, trying to put it on this more or less here. But it's getting into this point that I had it here. Yeah. So we are rejecting this one now, this trend line that comes from here, as we see. But this is the most important area. We have also support now here. So we are grinding up, and let's see what we do. Indicators are pointing down. Stochastic still pointing a little bit up. So let's see what we do. And yeah, so that's it. 24 hours, very important on Bitcoin for a big move up or down. So this is where we are. Supports are on the 21 again and on the 12. Stop loss can be here for daily traders or even investors. Can be here or below this week. Here. Or you can buy 25% in this area, like on this top. Buy another 25 here, for instance, and buy 50% here on the 200 simple, and you put the stop loss here, and if it comes down and back up, you makes the average, and your average will be here. So even if it comes down, you don't lose too much. So it's all about knowing position sizing and risk management and where you are on the chart. So let's see. But as some traders say, if you want to have Bitcoin and you never want to buy and you never bought, just buy a little bit, because you can use it as the so-called suicide bag. And if the price goes to 100K or 50K in 1 year or 3 years or 5 years or 10 years, if you don't have any Bitcoin, you will regret it. And you can buy just a portion of Bitcoin, or you can buy $100 each month and do an average on the price, and you don't even need to look at the price. And yeah, so it's another form of dollar cost average investment. And that's it. And if you see like a big crash and that the Bitcoin will gonna die, this is when you buy, because it's when all the buyers are buying.